Hello.
Well, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Before we really get going, is there anything that you would like to note or, communicate with me about how Stephanie's doing? Any concerns you have?
Well, I just want you to realize up front that we're kind of in a chaotic upheaval right now because my soon-to-be ex-spouse has moved out, and I'm seeing that Stephanie's acting up. She's really having a hard time with it. I mean, it's a good thing for me, but it's not necessarily a good thing for her, and so we're trying to stumble and tumble through that. So it's making a lot of chaos as far as getting her to school and to events and all that kind of stuff on time. And I feel like I'm also working a job, so I mean, I just feel like my plate is really full, and I'm on the verge of being a single mom. So right now things are pretty stressful, and so I mean I can see that she's acting up at home. So I'm just not surprised if she's having problems with other kids or other kinds of things. So I'll let you tell me what you're seeing.
So, my biggest thing, Stephanie is so smart and she's so bright. Like, she's just constantly giving ideas and wanting to, help out and be involved. And she does work really hard in class. She does great on her assignments, always offering a helping hand when she's finished to help somebody else that isn't finished. Different things like that. The only issue I'm having with her is she will not turn work in. She is working the whole time, completing it. Like, I'm walking around the classroom, seeing that she's completing it. We'll get down where we don't have enough time, so I ask them, like, she'll only have 1 or 2 questions left. I'll ask them to put it up when we get to study hall time, we'll take it back out. Study hall time comes around and Stephanie cannot find her paper. So I haven't been able to figure out like what is happening with her assignments. Because I know she's completing them. Her test scores are phenomenal. I actually have a little sample here that we did for our writing assignment from before Halloween about what you want to be and stuff. And I mean, her handwriting is phenomenal. She used correct grammar. Just I wanted to share that with you to let you know that she's not falling behind academically in that sense. It is a matter of turning in her work, because this was done in class. They had to turn it in before we moved on. And it's truly phenomenal compared to what her peers had turned in.
Right.
So moving forward, I have started to collect Stephanie's assignments so she cannot disperse of them before they get to me. But the issue does come with homework not getting completed. And I understand that you said you have a very crazy life, but another issue that kind of falls into that category is I have tried multiple means of contacting you prior to this, and I just haven't been able to get through. And this has consisted of, notes sent home. I've sent a few emails out, and I just want to figure out with you the best way for us to communicate to kind of try to keep Stephanie on the right track, because something like this can be very hard for a child. And I'm very impressed with Stephanie that I'm not noticing any giant behaviors in the classroom. It's just this turning in the work. And I'm not sure if it's a self-fear of I'm not doing well, or if it's just her way of acting out at school.
Is this kind of a gifted thing? I mean, I've heard other parents who have gifted kids that this is kind of the thing, that they're smart, they do the work, and then for some reason it disappears and they don't turn it in. And I don't know.
I am not certified enough to say that she is or isn't gifted. She really stands out from her peers, yes. I do think it kind of falls into this category of I don't really care, because she naturally is so well at it. she doesn't want to put forth, you know, that extra effort of keeping track of things and turning it in and making sure it gets done, even though she's still putting her best foot forward on the work.
Well, I'm just wondering, what's the process then to have her evaluated? Because is this like kind of a personality thing? Is this a behavior thing?
We can take the steps. We will communicate with the special ed department just because that can be students with exceptionalities can be higher or lower students. So that's who we will start communicating with, and they will also need to communicate with you about the process moving forward. So I will, tomorrow at school, I will note to them that we had this conversation, you would like to move forward with, you know, testing and evaluating this, and then they will reach out to you from there.
So is there a wait time? I mean, I know the school psych has to be involved and all that kind of business, and so is there a long wait list for that?
So it will take a while to really get a true answer, definition, whatever you want to call it, about like what's kind of going on with her. If there's anything significant that they know in like the initial evaluation or whatever, they will let us know. So we can start meeting that need or
doing interventions.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they might even have other ideas about as far as, I don't know.
I really do not have concerns for her.
Well, the thing I'm concerned about is that, I mean, you're telling me that you've sent notes home, but the notes haven't come home.
Yes, I'm not.
So I'm like, yeah. So let's be communicating. I'll give you my cell number, and we can communicate directly. And unless you have an app, I know some teachers use an app. So if you have a question as a parent, you can just put it in the app, and then they keep an eye on it. I can't even remember what it's called, but I know they have it. So I mean, that would be okay. But more direct communication, because obviously she's not giving me all the information.
Yes, and I will, I can write down that information now for you to get connected. We do use Class Dojo. That way you can also kind of just see what's going on in the classroom. I post a weekly newsletter of, you know, what's going on, what are we learning, important events each week. And then also that communication between you and I can be direct. You know, she had a good day today, we got everything turned in, this is where her grades are standing. Or if you're like, what is going on today? Like, she came home in a terrible mood, like, did something happen at school? Those communications, I feel, will benefit Stephanie tremendously, both in school and at home, because then she's not, school is providing her the structure. You stated that your life is crazy, and that's totally understandable. School is providing her that structure, and when she steps out from school, I feel that she is just throwing it out the window. She's doing and living however she wants. So if we connect with each other and put kind of a front up for her, that she sees that we are communicating and she can't just act that way.
That's exactly my thought.
I think she will. Yes. I think she'll make huge strides on her, that accountability and that responsibility that she's kind of lacking in.
So did information go out to parents on the class about the class app, the Dojo, or?
So there was,
because I mean, I am like, wait a minute here, I should have known about this. So was there something?
So we send home a weekly folder that has important information, any assignments we've done from the week in it. That asks for your signature every week, and as it has appeared to me that Stephanie is not presenting that to you. So that's where it has been. And then the information I had on file for you must not be accurate, because I have tried to reach out via phone call and email to communicate this issue with you, and it hasn't gone through. So after this meeting, I would like to go ahead and update your information that is on file, so if somebody else in the school needs to contact you, they can.
That would be good.
And then I will also provide you with the information to get you directly connected in that app, as well as my phone number in case it doesn't work.
Okay, that would be great. Okay, I did fill out when we enrolled for school, but we've had, like I said, I mean, we've kind of, I changed my phone number, so, you know, I can see where that some of
Yes.
the communication was getting, and I just didn't even think about it because we enrolled for school clear back
Yeah.
in the spring, and then some changes happened over the summer.
Yes, and that is hard. So I just want to be able to, you know, kind of fix that so we can move
Mhm.
forward and help Stephanie the best we can
Mm-hmm.
as a combined front to
Right.
support her individually.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think if we just can straighten out the communication,
Yes.
that's going to eliminate a lot of that. And that's the problem. She is smart and she knows she can circumvent the system.
Yes.
And sometimes the system is me. She's also learning because there's a schism between her parents that she's figuring out that you can tell mom one thing and dad one thing
Yes.
and you'll get your way.
Yes.
Or, you know, mom tells you no, you can't do this, so then she just asks dad when she's at his house, and dad says, oh yeah, we can do that. And so then I get circumvented. And
Yeah.
she's learning to play that game, unfortunately. She's learning it and she's excelling at it, unfortunately. That's what you do. So
I'm very sorry that you are dealing with that.
that's a terrible thing.
Do you have anything else that you would like for me to kind of focus on in the classroom?
You know what? I think maybe, you know, just if she may need to visit with the school counselor.
Okay.
Just, I don't know, maybe just so that she knows that there's an avenue where maybe she can vent a little bit instead of these little kind of passive aggressive type of behaviors and manipulative type of behaviors. And before those get really established as patterns, that maybe if she would talk through some of her frustrations with someone, that might be able to kind of let the steam off of the pot a little bit. And
So what I'll do is I will go ahead and send out an email to multiple of our staff, you know, the principal, the SPED department, our counselor, our psychologist. One, to include your updated contact information, just
Okay.
so if
Mhm.
they have any reason they need to
that
reach
would be
out to
great.
you.
Yes.
And then also for both the testing that you asked about
Mhm.
and the counseling, they will be aware that you want to proceed with that and kind of reach out to you to get
Right.
your specific permission, just because I cannot facilitate that as the
Right.
classroom teacher.
Right.
I think moving forward, we have a well set plan
Mhm.
of how we're gonna help her in ways to kind of knock out this
Right. Yeah, I think
barrier
so,
that
too.
we have.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't really have much else. She's so smart. It kind of amazes me sometimes that.
Oh, good. Good. Well, I see that in her, and so that's why I don't want her to get railroaded out of, well, just off track. It's so
Yes.
easy, and I see this all the time with kids. They get to be, 5th, 6th grade, and all of a sudden their peers mean everything to them. Family doesn't mean so much.
Yep.
I mean, it's just kind of with the onset of puberty, and all of a sudden there's a click in the brain, and all they care about is their friends. They don't care about parents, and so I'm just kind of bracing myself for, that part of life. So I just want to make sure we're on the best possible footing
Yes.
as we head into that. So
Yes.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you meeting with me, and I
Yes.
appreciate your time. So
Yes, I am very appreciative that you are willing to help Stephanie moving forward. Just because she has so much potential, and I know she can reach it
Mhm.
even with chaos outside of school. Like, I know she can apply herself a little
Mhm.
better than what she does sometimes. So
Mhm.
I just want to help her reach that and see
Awesome.
her succeed.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Well, great. Thank you.